Good evening, my friends. Friday evening again, and the video will be posted in the morning, Saturday morning, 26th of August. And whoever would like to participate in the free reading with me, please donated by Janet and Homburgs. Please write your comments under the video, and that way you will be automatically included in the I don't want to use the word L, and I will be choosing Monday when I will be on live with Cheryl. To get to see me on live, please go on 11 o'clock Mountain Time, and for the live videos. That way you can right away see who is the lucky one, or go back to the video to this video, and the person who will be the lucky one, it will be posted as the winner. Okay. I have 30 minutes and I have to use my time wisely. In this video, I will be talking what was Trump thinking while the picture was taken. Mugshot, he didn't know that word. Will Louis DeJoy finally be removed from the post as a postmaster? Is Prigozhin dead? Jim Jordan is after Georgia's DA Fani Willis. How that will go? Arizona attorney is pursuing similar investigation as Fani Willis' investigation in Georgia. Arizona wants to do the same. We want to know the result. Will Greg Abbott, government of Texas, ever be held accountable? And number 7, Future of GOP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, the all over, well, good-looking kind of young man, but I just want to know about him. Will New England in USA be hit with any hurricanes this season? What is to expect from Atlantic Ocean related to Ireland? Will quantum computer be our friend or not? So what that will be? And remedies and prayers as always. So I will start with question from Cheryl, my girlfriend, who is always asking me questions on live. Cheryl wants to know what Trump was thinking when this photo mark was taken. He looks like a rigid bull. Usually his nose is up to the sky, and this time he had that posture, I will attack you. So he felt like someone insulted him. He wanted to get revenge, and he felt powerless, so he just was showing with his eyes what is he thinking about that person. He was taking orders, sit down. Maybe they were checking his shoes or whatever, because they said that they are not going to make him feel comfortable. Sit down, look here, and he didn't want to look the way they wanted. I need your eyes, concentrate on me. So he was getting orders, and he was furious. And so he was feeling, I'm such an important person, and they are treating me without respect. I can destroy you. He wanted to tell them, don't mess with me because I'm still a bull and I can attack you. And put your finger in that automat. So he was getting orders. He is not used to it. Sir, can you do it? And there was no sir. There was no, do it. Put your finger here. Put this, put that. Sit down here. And maybe someone asked him, how do you like your new retreat place for the rest of your life? That will hit him like a ton of bricks. So he was very furious. He never thought that he would be treated that way, and thinking that he might spend his rest of his life over there, that was too much. And you have to remember, he is germophobic. Apparently in that prison jail, maybe it's a prison as well, I don't know, and the smell is horrific. And they will tell him, you will have cell like that, your responsibility will be looking after the cell, clean it, and so on. There is a brush. They were going fast with him. And that was probably a little too much. But they will prepare him. The cell is waiting for you, so don't be surprised. And I have the feeling that all those inmates heard that he is coming, and they were making noises as much as they could and making him feel like, you are one of us, you are one of us. Whoa. So what the cards will tell me? It's just my psychic feelings. Yeah, it was a struggle for him. He was ready for a fight, or he was even trying to fight. They want to check him for medical records. Oh, that's what he doesn't like, so maybe they took even his blood. King of Coins. He was King of Coins all his life, and over here his money was worthless. So he was very upset. On the street, people were still cheering for him, and inside, different words. I never been in a place like that, and I don't want to be, especially as an invited guest. Trump wants to start his trial in Georgia. You know when he will be 6 feet under, smelling the plants from the roots. So that's when he wants. And he put the t-shirts, never surrendered. What a lie. He just surrendered. So, but no one is catching with him about his lies. Kat Tarolacci, it sounds Italian. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. Will Louis DeJoy finally be removed this year or sometime in 2024 from his post? And he's destroying democracy. He will get sick. I saw a doctor and someone laying in the bed, so the doctor is holding his hand, and the table covered with money, so they might give him retirement and send him early to retire because some health conditions. We will be able to educate ourselves. He is working on the actions. Maybe there is some problem with co-workers, or maybe there is a problem with his health, and eventually he will get out of that cave. He's not happy there. He can't be happy. He knows that how many people dislike him, especially before when protesters were under his house. Crystal Kane and many others don't believe that Prigozhin is dead. So everyone was asking, is Prigozhin dead? And I see him hiding behind the house. So maybe he is running away, and then I saw an island and boat. So maybe he is somewhere on the yacht, shipping, moving on the waters far away from Africa and having a luxury life, because he already faked his death in 2019. He pretended that he was in a plane who exploded, who had an accident, and this time he knew what Putin did to the Polish political group of Polish from delegates from Poland going to the graves. So April 10, but in 2002, I think, I might be wrong, but it was the whole group of 96 people were killed in a plane, and Polish government was not allowed to even see the plane to do investigation. Even it was Polish plane, but it was on the Russian territory. He needed help from a doctor, so maybe plastic operation, and he is with a woman. He's going for quite a time in his life. He knew, and everyone knew, that he should stay away from windows because he might be flying. So maybe he did organize this on his own terms. House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan sent a letter to Fani Willis to investigate her, how that will go. And he wants to check all the documents related to Trump. And he did already something similar to, what's his name, to attorney. He already was trying that number with Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, and it ended up that he had to go for settlement. So the attorney was fighting with him that he has no rights to investigator, and that he will be trying to make good choices for him. Angel of Security will be protecting Fanny, and he will be again found as a sick, mentally probably sick guy who is doing everything because he's so much in love with Trump. Oh boy, he wants to protect him. An Arizona attorney is pursuing similar investigation the same way as Fani Willis, except that she had so many black and white information on the phone, and he has the same, a lot of those things as well, because there are documents showing that they were trying to sabotage the election. So he would like to pursue this, and as an answer, I saw one soldier. I don't think he will have enough money to go any further, or maybe then he will have to build up the army to go after Trump and all of them. So he will check how the battle will go with Fani Willis, and then he might go for it. Angel of Excitement, so it's still open. He will try to look from different point of view even, and Arizona will try to work on it. I don't know how successful they will be yet, because it will take them much longer, and by that time Trump might be already in prison. Not in jail, prison. Caroline Snips, will Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, ever be held accountable? And I see a cat jumping. Cats are always jumping on 4 legs, so he will always be kind of survivor. Not too much that they can do to him, because he's doing this under the blanket of law. I'm sorry, but that's kind of crooked, but that's how it is with Texas. What is this with the mental problems, doctor? And the judgment will eventually be available on some woman will sue him. So I said long time ago, maybe he was causing some damage to killed or that was around about his law not allowing people to drink. Remember that when I was answering similar way. GOP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy is considered to be the star of the party. They love him. They don't care that he's talking problems. It's just he knows how to be creative on the stage. He is very charismatic. He has persona. That's what the Santos is lacking. He has that personality. So many of Republicans are in love with him. And I feel that he will be on a white horse, so I'm sorry. He might be a favorite, somehow rising star of GOP. And eventually now he will be, they will find that he's too immature. And his ideas are so crazy. No, there is no connection between weather and humans. So he will be put in the corner and no one will be supporting him. People will not trust him, but he will be so strong. And I don't think he wants to be a vice president. But Trump can read him, and he's a snake. So I don't think Trump will go for him as a vice president. He's too sneaky, and Trump will be afraid that someone who has that big persona will not match his court. He has to have people who are plain as Mike Pence was, who will be doing whatever Trump is doing, they will be following. And this guy is not a follower. He wants to lead, so I don't see him going too far in Trump's court. Kathy McLaughlin, will New England in USA be hit with any standard hurricanes before the season is over? There will be so many hurricanes. There will be so many from Texas to Nova Scotia and Prince John's even. There will be one after another. This hurricane season, when it will start, it will go. And New Orleans, every province will be attacked. I'm sorry, but the East Coast will be, and East Coast and even the mainland will be in jeopardy. So I hope I'm wrong, but the climate is the climate, and this summer is like no other summer. It's so hot, and that can cause the water to be hotter, and when the waters are hot in ocean, then they are causing problems. It will go to the top, the top hurricane season. It will be very hard time for people. The journey is going to be intuitively, we know that that's what will happen, and especially when there are full moons, that will be even worse. even New York and Pennsylvania, all those states will be affected. Not that I want to scare you, but it's better to be prepared and always think in advance how well you can prepare yourself, your family, and where you can park your car so it's not flooded. And make sure that you are in a safe ground as well. Ellen became the Atlantic Ocean current that keeps area like Ireland warmer than one might expect. Do you see this coming worse or slow down? What impact will it have? The ocean's waters will be very warm, and it will cause the glaciers to melt eventually. I'm not saying in this year that will be very visible, but year by year, if the weather will be so hot, the water will rise by the shores, and that will be a problematic for many countries, and especially the England and Scotland and Ireland. I hope the cards are not agree with me, but well, so far you will be on the safe side for a while. It will cost a lot to probably protect the shores, but the harvest will be big for the waters to rise. And I'm feeling that Mark Meadows, I said that long time ago, that I feel that he is cooperating, and that's the reason he was not charged by DOJ when he refused to testify for January 6th, because they wanted him to testify. I think he make agreement that he will be testifying to the DOJ, and he's working in cooperation with Jack Smith, and he wants to move his case to federal court. I have the feeling that they will let him to do that, but he will have to admit that he was cooperating with Jack Smith. But that's my feeling. I will pull 3 cards. Sharing all the information, crying over a broken relationship because he will be feeling like he's backstabbing Trump, but he had to protect himself, and he will do that. Rick and Sandy will hold. Thank you, thank you everyone for your questions. Do you see quantum computer being our friend and solving all of our current unsolved mysteries? It will be eventually a member of the family. Not every family has a computer, but this quantum computer eventually it will be like the grandparents adopt the teenager grandson who is rebellion. His parents don't know what to do with him, so they will send to grandparents to raise him. And the grandparents don't know how to communicate with the grandson. That will be our way of feeling. It will be bright, it will be fast, and absolutely that will be his era to rise to the top. But for older generation like me, who is very computer smart, of course I'm so smart, I think I will pass on that one. I will say I'm not going to raise teenager in my house. You will feel like you are unable, frustrated. You are not able to reach that teenager, and I don't have any grandchildren, so I can say that freely. But who knows if I will have to be forced to learn about quantum computers. Well, it will be secure, and it will be fast. It will be juggling maybe between two of the computers. And yes, we will have to protect ourselves, and because those quantum computers might be friends and enemies, because if they are in the hands of hackers, they can do a lot of damage to the regular computers. I don't know anything about quantum physics. I tried to watch some programs. I remember I spent quite a few hours and I thought, I know that I don't know, that I have no idea what they are talking about. It's not my cup of tea. I know I should be more open for those things. And I was watching one scientist and she was explaining quantum physics, and I was more blind, empty brained than when I started watching. So it's not for me. Mariana, yeah, sorry. Asking for prayers for Washington State. I'm asking you for prayers for BC and Yellowstone and Oregon, all the places where you have, and even in California, everywhere where you have fires. And with the dry climate, it might be more fires in places that you are not used to it. So we have to pray for those people who are surrounded by fires and vulnerable. And then about hurricanes, that they will be safe from those ones, and floods and water damages. Cheryl Sibison sent me information about danger of fires in Northern Territories on Yellowknife. Yes, about 20,000 people was evacuated. I said that in the previous video. Thank you so much. And we want to pray for everyone who is sick and unwell, mentally or physically sick, for the people who are feeling vulnerable, who are losing the patience with life, because there is a lot of people who are thinking about suicides. I want to send them the positive energy that they will be able to stand up on the feet and feel good. For the homeless, they are the weakest in the society. So we want to send them a good energy so they will be protected and they will find a good place to start lives, because every one of them wants to have a better life. People who are on drugs, they are unwanted by society. And excuse me, sorry for coughing, I'm trying not to. And I want to send everyone who needs any mental, physical help to be united with our bubble of good energy. And I have a remedy for kidney and liver and lungs. So for cleansing all of those things, take 2 carrots, cut them in small pieces, 1 orange as well cut in small pieces, 1 ginger cut in 5 centimeters of ginger, and again cut that one in small pieces, small plain yogurt, and 1 cup of water. Put this in the blender, and then drink it. That will boost your immune system. All the best to anyone who is struggling with any illness. I love you guys, and see you Monday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, which is Alberta time. If someone is, it's easy to check what time I am. I'm Alberta, Canada time. And you can put your time when you are doing readings with me. That way you will put your place where you are from and difference between Jerusalem and Alberta, Chicago and Alberta, and I will tell you how far you are ahead of me or how far I'm ahead of you. Thank you so much. And to Haiti people, but I should mention them because they were destroyed by fires. All the best to everyone who is suffering. Bye bye.